And so you'll notice when you land on the website, you'll see a lot of information about the streaming pass, which is again very much like a regular Indiflix monthly streaming pass, and a little bit about the key components. But essentially, you have clicked the Become an Indikin Filmmaker button and been sent down to apply to join with us. Once you've filled in your application, we will review it and come back to you and activate your Filmmaker account. You will receive an email confirmation saying your Filmmaker account is ready. You'll be able to dive straight back in and start uploading your content and checking out everything that's available to filmmakers and all those features that are on the way. Okay, so we will start by logging into our account. And here you can sign up if you haven't already done so, but I have, so I will sign straight on in. And you will land on your library here. You can see I'm using the BitJoin Studios account, and I've already been uploading a bunch of content that I've created. Let's assume that you are already a co-creator. You've created an account and you've logged in and you've created a profile. Here you'll join the rest of us as co-creators, and the library for the entire platform is found just below. You can sort by format or genre, and if you click on your profile, if you put your links in, you can have a look here and you can see your profile page as a filmmaker or production house, your content, and down the bottom your token, your filmmaker token, should you choose to release one. So returning to the filmmaker dashboard, you can press this create button. At the top we have an overview of what's been happening on your content this month, and transaction history should you make any sales. Below that, your library, again, where you can upload, where you can view all of your products and you can see what status they're in. We have the upload page, which I'm going to walk you through in more detail shortly. Filmmaker AI, where you can talk about various ideas that you might have with Indie, our native agent, which helps you, again, bounce ideas around. Here's an example of how it can work. Launch token is not currently active and is not obligatory. You may become curious over time to learn more about how that works, and we're happy to walk you through that once you feel comfortable enough to do so. Indikin Pass allows you to grant passes and gift them to your friends. A pass is, you can think of like a monthly subscription to Indiflix, which gives you site-wide access outside of the pay-per-view content, of course. Some settings where you build your profile, you can delete your account, and a little bit more information about our core principles. So let's go ahead and upload our first film. I'm actually going to be adding a episode to a series that I have been uploading recently, and the title of this episode is Andreas Antonopoulos on Money. It's episode 2. You're going to bring in your description, pop that in the description box, select a genre. I'm going to put it under documentary, publish date is today, and I'm going to upload. You can also upload directly from a URL, but I'm uploading directly from my desktop. And I'm going to confirm that I'm at least 18, I control all the rights, and I've read and understood the services, terms of services and the privacy policy. So let's go ahead and start that upload. You get an idea of how long it's going to take you, so we'll return to this once it's uploaded. So it's at 100% now. It will begin processing on the backside. It will be generating various file sizes, so your 480p, your 720, up to whatever resolution you have uploaded at. And a reminder, you don't have to upload it directly from your desktop. You can use a publicly available URL. And the upload is complete. So you're obviously, as you can see, you're invited to upload another film if you so desire. However, we're going to go back to our library. And here we can see it is ready and processed. So now I can go ahead, hop in, select a different thumbnail that's generated, or I'm going to upload my own custom thumbnail. Going to make sure I select a language. Here we are working towards a feature where you'll be able to generate multilingual AI captions, but for now we have the possibility for you to add your own multilingual captions and subtitles if you choose to do so. I want to turn on public sharing so that people are able to share a direct link to this piece of content. Here you can add some other data if you so desire, but I'm happy with how this is looking, so I'm going to go ahead and save it. Now let's assume that you have a film that you want to sell on demand. You can come down to here, set a price, series bundle, or on individual episodes, and you pop your number in there, your dollar value, and save prices. For this piece of content, I'm going to give it away as part of the subscription model, so I'm not going to add a pay-per-view on that piece of content, but you are required to, however, set a price in order to unlock revenue sharing, of course. The Indikin fund has a 10% kickback, and you take 90% of the revenues for yourself. You're able to add beneficiaries here as well. Beneficiary names, payment details, whether it's a crypto payout on either of these chains or straight to bank account. And this provides a way for you and your crew and your cast to capture your revenues practically instantly. Obviously, the Indikin production fund is always geared towards funding future productions, so this is your commitment to the ecosystem in the long term. And you can mess with these dials to pay out to various different persons or entities, and you also have share buttons across social media, and each piece of content has its own special profile page as well, with a link to the artist or the studio that helped create it. This concludes the upload. If you want to check your notifications here, you'll see when new content comes in or new sales. You'll also receive an email should you make a sale. And now we can see the piece of content has entered the library here, which is the video that I just uploaded. Any questions, you can always hit us up at info@indikin.com. Thank you for listening.